Hey guys, Austin Maliolo here in the Hand Plan Studio, breaking down a nice toe to bar progression for you to give to your athletes in the class. So let's start from the top, talk about the scaling options and the progression, and then talk about how we can properly implement this in our classes. Now, the first progression we want to do is a lying toe to bar. It's a great way to warm up your classes, your athletes, but it's also that base level scaling option. We can lay on the ground, almost utilizing one of our base to the pull-up bar, where to put our hands. Now, again, from here, what we can do is arms nice and straight, and we come up, and we think about touching. Now, we can touch up higher if we need to, or we can just come a little further away. You can have your arms up and overhead as if you're on a toe to bar. If we don't want to grab something, and then coming up, and then touching, and then back down. Now, that's going to be scaling option number one. If you want to get fancy with it, grab a PVC pipe, lay on the ground, and have your athletes bring their toes to their PVC pipe. Now, it's a fun way to actually show people that they can get a toe to bar, but when you change the plane, which we'll go to now, it gets a little more challenging and difficult. So the first progression, and this is going to be really the focus here, once we get on the pull-up bar, if we're able to hang, is the kip swing, where we come up, and the focus is on a nice fluid kip swing with the head through and feet back. And then we're going to start to press down. And that's going to be progression number one. This is a beautifully transferable skill to our kipping pull-up. Works on the grip strength, and again, that's going to be the focus here, is working on a nice, tight, rhythmic kipping swing. Because the next progression builds upon that, where we're going to press down harder, but bring the knees up. On the pull-up bar, eyes forward, press down, knees up. Press down, knees up. Press down, knees up. We can also start to practice here if we're going to start to do about 2 or 3 of these reps together. Again, bringing those heels back. And that will also lace into stringing them together later on. Now, from once we have that, we can try to extend the knee and kick the pull-up bar. And that looks like this. So again, head through, bring the knees up, and then the next rep, kick. And then we come back down. The nice thing here is we can also pause here and teach fast singles. For those that might really struggle with stringing them together, but they have toe to bar, this is a great strategy, certainly for those that grip might go as well. So again, we just teach them to jump up, head through, feet back, and kick. Then come down. We have them take 1 or 2 steps back. We jump up, head through, feet back, and then kick. So those singles, you can have a fun little strategy there for everyone. But now, once we get to the multiples, what we're going to focus on, aggressively bringing the heels back, bringing the head through, but breaking the bar apart as well as we do this the whole time to keep that upper back engaged, stringing them together. So from here, heels back, head through. Heels back, head through. Now, another little piece here. As we kind of go through this, something to think about is throughout all the stages of this progression, 3 to 7 reps at each stage, about 20 to 30 seconds per, and then you can rotate. So partner them up or something like that because your grip goes. So 3 to 7 reps, boom, rotate, 3 to 7 reps, boom, rotate. And that's going to be about 20 or 30 seconds per progression. Once we get to this little piece here, we can also layer in a little bit, if we want a little nugget for our athletes that have this down, playing with knees bent or legs straight. So again, we've already gone with the knees bent to the kick. That was part of the progression. We can play with the legs straight like this. And then knees and kick, knees and kick. It's going to be a different movement. For some, they might like one over the other. So give them the opportunity to play with the knees bent to a kick or the legs straight like a true pendulum in that kip. So again, you can play with this in the warm-up to get your athletes warmed up, but also teach a proper progression with the bus stops along the way for all your athletes to be taken care of in this instruction. So guys, work hard and have fun.